Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Therapy. Let me check if I'm recording. Yes, I am. So today's episode is going to be a little bit more short, a little bit more personal. I say this like of all the 30 something episodes this series is about to have, like they're all personal topics, but this one maybe some more because you know at the time of recording this, it's the 23rd of December. It's almost Christmas, and in this time of the year, I always had a they weren't always like bad for me, but it's not like I always enjoy Christmas. In fact, like pretty much, I will say, um, I never. How do you say this? I wouldn't say I don't like celebrating because I do. When surrounded with the right people, like celebrating is actually the best feeling ever. But I don't. I'm not the Grinch or anything. It's not like I don't like people gifting stuff for Christmas. But something of Christmas to me is just weird, especially because I've always been from a family with like oh okay, I've always been from a family with like low income. So like we didn't always have the best type of Christmas, and you know it's not like uh, that makes Christmas like entirely unenjoyable just because you don't get gifts all the time. Like no, I'm not saying that. I mean I'm pretty privileged to be able to have Christmas even, and like have a home and stuff. It's not like I was ungrateful for anything I had, but to me Christmas felt weird because I say like probably since I was a young kid, um, I think that it was weird to me. I couldn't like logically explain why. We were struggling the whole year, and why at the end of the year, just for Christmas, our parents made like the best efforts to I don't know give us a gift. And to me, even with my child mind, I said no, it's better if you save up the money. I thought that would make everybody happier. It's obviously not like I was gifted a super, you know, uh, collector's edition toy every Christmas. But I usually say, hey, why not? Instead of gifting me this or this, you save up that money and you can use it for something later. I was already into that type of mentality as a kid. And I don't know if it may come as humble. I don't know. But what I will say is that personally like something that has been that way my whole life. Like I don't like um, celebrating my birthday or anything because I think, oh, what the, I don't have my silk touch pick with me, right? No. Okay, I just because I always felt like instead of I don't know celebrating and uh, wasting all this money on birthdays and stuff, I could save it up for myself and maybe use it for the future, you know? Um, I don't know why. I just been like that my whole life. So Christmas for me, like, already was more of a, how do you say this, of a vibe rather than, the time of the year when I get gifts. Because as I said, like, it was not the most common occurrence. to have a gift for Christmas. And like past all these years as an adult now, like I would probably say I'm grateful for my parents to like not give into my childish intuition of saying, "Hey, save up that money and use it for later," because while it probably is like economically a smart move, it's not something a child should worry about. So yeah, just give the damn child a gift. Not like the struggle stopped just because of a one gift. And so years went by. For me, Christmas was starting to get weird because, as I said, I didn't like the fact, and for the same reason, I didn't like celebrating my birthdays. But that's something for another day. The thing is, I will say I don't have like between that and the fact that I don't have the best memories of Christmas. I would say I don't really enjoy. Um, I don't think I will be like this my whole life, but there's something for me that doesn't work in Christmas. I just get upset. Um, Not because I want some things, I want things that I cannot have, but more because I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know how to explain this. This is really a hard thought for me. Like probably this video is like turning into super boring because I keep repeating the same thing over and over again. It's like it's really difficult to explain. And like, for example, one of the main reasons I don't like Christmas is because uh, Christmas brings a little bit of childhood trauma on me. Okay, um, this actually big opening up moment. If you're watching this, like I usually don't recommend for you to do this on the internet. But for me, as for now, I'm an adult. I take my own decisions, and it doesn't really affect me that much anymore. I just know it happens, and sucks that it happened, and that's it. But something I remember a lot from Christmas is one one night, like 1/24th, 1/25th, where my parents got in a huge argument. Okay, and that obviously as a kid it hurts, and it's I don't know, it's impactful to see people you hold so closely like fight over stuff, especially if they're your parents, because as a kid you're just not used to like imagining them. No, uh, how do you say, it's not on good terms because they're your parents. Like they've been married to each other pretty much since you've been born, and obviously it's maybe not for everyone. Actually, I'm speaking from my perspective. Like not all parents are married since the time of the child's birth. You get what I mean, okay? Like it's impactful. Some like two people that in your child mind you imagine should be together and like love each other, like get into a huge argument. Like I remember it got so huge that they at some point they realized that they were maybe fucking us up, and what they were doing was hurtful to us, and they stopped just to send us to our grandparents' house, and it didn't really help because as a kid, just because I was a kid doesn't mean that I'm stupid. And so um, I felt like they just got rid of us to keep on fighting, and that probably was what happened. But maybe they fixed their own, they fixed their problems later. I don't know. I don't even remember what the argument was about. I just know they fought over something, and I got sad. I was a kid, And although problems are hard to understand when you're a kid, but yeah, that's a core memory for me, and it's as strange as it sounds. Like that's a core memory for me of Christmas. And like having that like deep embedded inside your brain, whenever you think of Christmas, probably isn't like helping to me liking the atmosphere of Christmas. I never liked over the top celebrations. I'm pretty much a chill guy. As I said, it goes back to why I don't like celebrating my own birthdays, because I don't want to be like protagonist. I don't want people to make a huge, huge party for me. I like things small and to just enjoy time. Also, like I really love silence, and uh, Christmas and birthdays in general are pretty noisy. So yeah, don't help either. Give my sugar back. Okay. Okay, so a little bit of trauma dump there. Uh, I wouldn't say it was one of the heavier episodes, but definitely not for everyone, I guess. Like mentioning this type of situations. Either way, like as I mentioned it, now I'm an adult. Like I think I pretty much moved on from those type of thoughts, type of feelings towards Christmas. I don't hold any. It's not like I hold my parents accountable or anything. Just leave it there, okay? I just, you know, don't like Christmas. I know it's a time of giving, a time of. That's actually like probably something that deeply resonates within me. Like everyone says, it's a time of like spending with family and blah blah blah. And to me, that you know, every time my brain correlates family to Christmas, I just get thrown back into that event. And like I'm telling you, it wasn't just a small fight, a small argument. Like no, it was full blown fight in the Christmas table while me and our brothers were eating. So yeah, sucks that it happened, but it did, and now I'm here, and I don't think it had any lasting repercussions on me. Like I said, me not liking Christmas was like a long time before all this happened, so I don't think it really had anything to do. But I don't know. What about you? Do you enjoy this time of year? I know it is. I know it like represents a lot to other people, and like contrary to me, like it represents union and stuff with family. I don't want this episode to become a trauma dump though. I'm guessing I'm just looking for someone who like can relate to the fact that Christmas and New Year's and everything that like that stresses me out for I wouldn't say pretty much no reason, but like because I'm I pretty much know the reason. I don't like the chaos that it brings. I don't like people chatting all over. I like being in peace. That's something that pretty much like Christmas pretty much doesn't bring because everyone's screaming. Like there's how do you say this? This fireworks all over, and you know it's not something I enjoy. Not because I'm neurodivergent or anything. I can handle the sound of fireworks. I'll prefer them not to. You get what I mean? They're really loud and I don't know. It's just not fun. But yeah, like there's a bunch of times that I think that it's not Christmas that it's my problem, but the fact that I feel like I don't have anyone worth like celebrating Christmas with. I think like it's pretty much yeah what everyone says, that it's something of celebrating with loved ones, and I don't know, I just don't really feel like I have. people that I want to celebrate Christmas with. I just, I just stay here. By the way, closer to the ancient city, but not really crystal dark. That's something though. Should I keep on doing it though? Like, as you guys can see it, right? Like, top left, noise radar, erosion level, minus 300 over there. Like, it goes up. But there was nothing over there, so... Oh no. Oh no, this is the highest level we've seen since starting these uh, Ancient City searching project. Anyways, closing in on New Year's. Um, Closing in a month of therapy as well. So I guess that's something to celebrate. By the way, I technically could like pull out a, how do you call this, seed base? Not base, I don't know, like, but like this browser page that shows you your seed and like bring up an ancient city in like 2 seconds. I wanted to test my Minecraft knowledge, but it looks like it isn't Minecrafting, so might as well do that. I don't know. Okay, so this cave is huge. Like, I don't doubt there being an ancient city here, but I might I uh I might uh like finish this episode here. Oh, and search for it in the next one. What do you guys think? Anyways, yeah, probably. Oh, okay. No, yeah. I was gonna say, like, I was going to say goodbye to the episode over here. But, you know, we found an ancient city. There's something weird that crashes Minecraft. Whenever that entities like gravel falling update. I might check that out. I remember like I'm playing with a mod pack that a friend gave me, and it might be that. So I might just check that out. But anyways, yeah. How do I say goodbye to this episode? I mean, like, inside the ancient city will be really the smartest thing, right? Oof, this song hits hard. Okay, next episode, we, as always, will be talking while I raid an ancient city. Hopefully I find other side in here and other cool stuff. But yeah. Thank you all guys for watching. Hopefully Christmas treats you guys well. And hopefully all of you guys have fun during Christmas. So yeah, thank you all for watching. It's been like overall not a bad year. Um, how, yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it next episode actually. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.